Hello everybody, this is a Lamley showcase slash preview because these models haven't been seen in stores yet, but they are at hobby dealers. This is the latest. I always love doing these showcases from Hot Wheels Car Culture, sent to me by wheel collectors. They got this set in. There might be some still available and it will be in stores very, very soon. So follow the link down below if you want to find some of these models. But first mix of 2019. The last one was Gassers, right? The drag strip demons from 2018. And now we get into the 2019 Car Culture keeps on trucking. And it is a fantastic series with great mixes. And I am all for golf. I think golf is a great idea for car culture. There's always a theme. Sometimes it's the car maker. Sometimes it's this type of car. In this case, it is the iconic livery Golf. We have seen, I pulled out some of my premium models from Golf. There's a million you could do. I actually pulled out, I didn't go with the RLC ones that were in the Spectre Flame Golf colors. I went with those that are in more of the stock style. We've seen two in car culture. We have seen the Supervan, right? The Ford Transit Supervan in Golf. This one was a famous peg warmer, but I think people are starting to revisit. This one is beautiful in the Golf colors with the orange 4-spoke wheels. There was also, in much fewer numbers, the Camaro from the RLC set from 2017. So those are the two Golf cars that we have seen in car culture. They seem to fit. They'd fit nicely in with these five, right? Pulled out a couple others. This is actually an RLC exclusive from several years ago. It was the Porsche 993. Also done in the stock, not Spectre Flame is what I mean when I mean stock. Golf can be seen on muscle on a lot of European cars, and we'll get to all that. Here is a Toy Fair model from a year ago. This is the 2018 Toy Fair model. It is the Käfer Racer, the VW Käfer Racer in Golf Deco. Looks very, very cool. I've talked about the Toy Fair models. They are, only can be acquired on the secondary market. And the final one, another one that's kind of surprisingly a peg warmer, but absolutely gorgeous, is this Ford Galaxie. So happy to see this one being revisited, and it looks great in the Golf Deco. So those are the Golf models I pulled out to prepare us for this Golf series. I want to know what you guys think. We're going to open these up in order, starting at number 1, and that is the 60s. I don't know why they don't have a specific number, but the 60s Fiat 500D Modificado. Second time this model has been released. Second time also in car culture. Here is the artwork. As always, Julian Coyles is in charge of this. Every bit of card art that you've seen in car culture has been done by Julian Coyles, and that's what makes it even more amazing when you see how different the styles are from each mix. Absolutely beautiful model. Now, I don't know with the Golf Deco, obviously these are licensed decos, but I don't know if they're based on actual racing decos. Maybe some are. I know the Mclaren is. We'll get to that last. But the Fiat 500, we actually have, I think, 3 models that debuted in car culture that are in this series, and this Fiat 500 is gorgeous. First time it gets full deco, meaning side, top, front, and rear. That's, from the when they upgraded car culture to the $5 range, the $5,550 range. So it's nice to see that front grille done compared to whatever that was air-cooled, right, that it debuted. I really like that one. I think that Fiat 500 is just a classic model no matter what the deco is that they use, and it was a great choice for Golf. Second one, and this one, the McLaren is going to win, but this one's up there. It's the 69 Ford Mustang Boss 302. Hot Wheels has done 2 of these Boss castings, a 69 and a 70. They went with the 69 this time. By the headlights, the way they've done that one. Plastic spoiler, simple Mustang influenced deco. In Golf, I love the rims. That's the Trans Am style rims that we've seen, and you can see that. This one really seems to pay homage to the the vintage racing series that this Mustang actually debuted in. So a great time to see the Mustang in car culture. This is only the second Mustang we've had in car culture. Isn't that crazy? The first one was in the RLC set. This one I just love. All right, I know I'm good. I love this whole set. we'll get to there's a weak link in the set, but I'm surprised some of the feedback I've seen from some of you is that you're not that excited about this set. I don't know why, because I think it's great, and I think it's one that people will be really happy collecting. All right, we have seen European Classic with the Fiat. We've seen American Muscle with the Mustang. Here is JDM, pure JDM, the Nissan Laurel 2000 SGX. There is the artwork. This is the first time we'll see it in art with right the front. I guess no, we saw it on the Team Transport. We saw the front when it's the rear of this car, which makes it so famous. The pig's butt Laurel, they like to call it in Japan. But this one looks really, really good as well. Third version already of the Laurel. It was only released last year, so and all in car culture. So first edition in Japan Historics 2, second in Team Transport and the Gretty Deco, and now in Golf. So that's quite the trio. I'll have to put those together in photographs, but nice to see the Laurel. Love the orange rims on that one. So 3 cars that get the orange rims. I mentioned there's a weak leak. Number 4 of 5. It's the Volkswagen Golf Mk7. I'm not going to complain 100% about this one. I just think it's a little bit of a boring choice. I mean, a VW makes sense, and I would have preferred maybe a classic VW. But this is also a model that we've seen in the mainline, debuted in car culture in the second mix, Euro style, and it just was such a disappointment. Then the casting's great, but it just lacked deco. So it's nice to see one in full premium with the front and the rear done. At the same time, it's not, for me, it's not the best choice for this series. I would have preferred maybe a classic VW, but it's okay. It doesn't destroy this set. It's just not the one that I am that excited about. This is the star. Number 5 of 5. Typically, the number 5 car in these 5 car sets of car culture are dedicated to a new casting. If there's not a new casting, maybe they'll figure out something. I think this is the first time the McLaren F1 GTR has been released with a metal base. And if you look at the base here, 2018 Mattel. So that is my guess that so it qualifies enough as a new model. Not a new casting, but with the metal base, it's new. So that's why I think it takes the number 5 spot. Julian's art is absolutely gorgeous. And this model, I think this is the one that goes first, to be perfectly honest. If you haven't seen, if you look at the McLaren, go look up McLaren and Golf, Google it, and you'll see this car. I don't know if it's the exact number, but Golf does this dark blue deco as well. It's not as well known as the light blue and orange, but this dark blue is definitely a signature Golf color, and it is the proper color on the McLaren race car. Love the rims. Love that this one went premium. Like the Mustang, most welcome to car culture. So tell me what you guys think. In store soon. I think this is a fantastic mix. We've got some great mixes coming from car culture. We'll review them all once we're done, once all 5 or 6 mixes are have been released. But I don't think this is a weak link like some of you have said. I think this is a great set. I think Golf makes a ton of sense. It's up there with Moon Eyes as a collector favorite. And considering how popular it's been in the past, I'm all for it. You guys tell me what you think about this set. Tell me what cars you're going to pick up, or if you're going to pick up the whole set. I think it's awesome. Thanks to Wheel Collectors for sending this. I can't wait to see what you guys think. Bye.